Alright, guys, so this episode starts with Garo as a child, and his motivations actually seem very human. Like, it was out of empathy for monsters that he wanted to become one. So, empathy isn't a trait, an emotion that or not an emotion, a trait that we've seen out of any of the monsters that we've seen so far, I don't believe. And yeah, I don't know that he's completely a monster, and the way he comes back to see that child with the book, he could just take it from him, kill him, and take it from him if he really was a monster. That would he wouldn't stop to contemplate killing the kid. He would just take it and kill him. So yeah, I'm wondering where his storyline will go, how he'll develop. I'm guessing he's gonna go way more dark for a bit before going the other way. But yeah, very curious to see how he develops going forward. Saitama had to hide his face all episode to enter the fighting tournament. His name for the fighting style, because he couldn't remember Bang's actual fighting style, was really funny. But yeah, he's entered as Chiranko. It looks like Chiranko was heavily picked on before everybody else ran away because of Garo. And I'm glad that Saitama stands up for him a little bit, even if he has to do it under the guise of Chiranko. Because yeah, Chiranko's the only one who stayed. Everybody else ran away, so that big chin guy had no business chastising Chiranko for being weak. And we also learned that Garo was hiding his true nature from Bang before decimating all of his students. Makes a lot more sense. But I still felt like Bang probably could... I assumed that Bang could detect his bloodthirstiness and Garo's just inability to... like, his true desires. So, yeah, I'm not sure. It feels a little weird that he didn't, but I guess being a master of martial arts doesn't necessarily mean you're a master of reading people and their motivations. But this episode, like I said in the intro, that of this episode, we've focused on each episode on focusing on one character. First, it was King, then Fubuki, then Garo, and now this time it was Metal Bat. We learned more about his powers and then more about his life. Though we did hear him talk on this phone with his sister. He seems to dote on her a little, spoil her a little, maybe. It's cute. But I love how fed up he is with the whole situation of guarding this executive and his kid. Just because of the way he's dressed and the way he looks, he kind of reminds me of Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. I caught a few episodes of that as a kid, but I was too young to watch it all the time on Adult Swim. But it was very interesting. Yeah, that guy, this is executive, and his son just kept putting those trays back on the conveyor belt. Really, really funny how frustrated Metal Bat got. I've actually never been to a place that serves sushi like that. I didn't know that you have to keep the plates. He was just like, the next time they put a plate back, I'm gonna kill him. His whole purpose of being there is to protect them. But yeah, when he gets serious, when Metal Bat gets serious, he's actually very reliable. He takes down the first two monsters. Was it just one monster at first or two? I think it was two. And then he takes down another two that were considerably stronger. The sleep guy, the one with the sleep powder, that was really interesting. The other one was tearing him apart with the centipede legs, just rubbing against his Metal Bat. Yeah, and he was falling asleep, and apparently he's kind of like the Hulk. He just, when he gets serious for real, he becomes more and more unstoppable. And that moment where he hits his own head on the bat, youch, that hurts. But woke him up, made him very serious. He's very cool. He's much cooler than I imagined him to be. But yeah, he still gets knocked the heck out a little bit by the gigantic centipede. Bashes him on the head a few times. Still doesn't really seem to affect him, the centipede, that much. He's not completely knocked out, but he's knocked to the side, and he's attacked by Garo. So next episode, we're going to get Garo versus Metal Bat. Very much looking forward to that. Though, I still have to wonder if we're just going to get a tidbit, and then we're going to focus on another character. Yeah, this season feels more like each episode definitely is about one character instead of an overarching... It wasn't like there was an overarching story to the last season, but still, it felt like each of these episodes feel a little bit more self-contained, and it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Not too much more to say about this episode. I did enjoy it. It is a 7 out of 10 for me. Not as good as the last 2 episodes for me, mostly on the strength of Garo's episode being great and Fubuki being really, really interesting and hilarious. She herself is not hilarious, but the way she deals with people is very, very funny, and the way people deal with her. But yeah, that's going to be it for this time, guys. I am looking forward to the next episode. That is actually tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Bye, friends.